shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check 50, check 50.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does. And a lot. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's a run with Matt. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. A give, running right is Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
55 is my guy, 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your guard.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. He can run. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out. And look at this, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first, looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be
Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Come on now, let's go.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush. Under 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
At 47. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, Ty. Go. 24. Check 24.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen finding Knox there, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. going for it, and here's Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 29, Prescott. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wahoo! Switch gears. Check it backer.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
To throw is Prescott. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. For the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now we'll carry from back. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to... It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 87 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and a yard, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And that's caught by Smith. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This a give to Mack running to the right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo.
From midfield, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Throw it in. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Prescott. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. The rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. They'll run on 1st down. Mack, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the 1st here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So that effort there gets him into field goal range, but a field goal does them no good here. They need a touchdown to win this ball game.
And that's exactly what the defensive coordinator is thinking right now. Yes, they gave up a big run. Now there's hope for the offense. They still have to score a touchdown to beat them. He's going to dial up something right now to protect his goal line.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On 2nd down, It's Matt. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Allen to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Allen going deep for Diggs. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Check 52. Hey, foxtrot.
Back to throw. Allen going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there